Alright guys, so in this video I'm going to cover two separate subjects at one time because they kind of go together. The first thing is going to be optimizing your Facebook business profile with keywords, attention grabbing images, a nice background header, and then on top of that we also want to integrate it into your website. So what you can see right here on my screen is an example of my Facebook page that has been integrated into my website. You might be wondering why we would want to do that. Well, by integrating your Facebook page, you're doing two things. One, you're directly telling Google that this Facebook page is affiliated with this website and it's matching business information, name, phone number, email, and all of that data matches Google My Business. So there's that. But it's also going to provide your website with fresh, updated content regularly without having to go in every single day and update your website. And this is nice because some homeowners are actually going to sit through and they're going to watch your videos and they're going to watch or look through your images and read what you have to say. If they're on the fence between picking a few different pressure washing companies, this is one thing that can really help you out. So I want to walk you through setting up your Facebook page. What we do every time we set up a Facebook page, and you can do it yourself. It's very simple and easy. You could have us do it. And now when it comes to integrating it, there's a couple different ways you can do it. If you want to make it look pretty good like this, I have another video I'll go ahead and share with you that'll basically show you how to do that as well. So when you're inside of Facebook, of course you want to go to your pages, and let's say you're setting up a brand new page. What I would like to do is I would go, you obviously want to enter your business information in right here. So let's just say, we can create a fictitious name here just for an example. Let's go with Super Power Wash Bros or something, I don't know. Let's just go Super Power Wash. Then I wish that Facebook would add a pressure washing category, but it looks like they still have yet to do that. I know they have gutter cleaning, but I don't know that we want to go with gutter cleaning. Let's go with cleaning service. Now this is very, very important right here. You see here you have a 255 character limit. This is one area when I talk about optimizing a Facebook page. This is one very important area. So you could just go with here, use your business name, Super Power Wash. Right? And then you would want to go in here and really fill this with keywords, but don't stuff it or pack it. Like, you want to be natural with it. So use real sentences that explain your services, explain your area, and do a very good job with that. Now you're going to go ahead and create the page. Now I'm going to show you one other little trick that I like to do when it comes to optimizing a Facebook page like this. You've got your profile picture, right? And you can see here it's saying 170 by 170 pixels. So what you just want to do is go ahead and open Canva, go ahead and create a design, custom size, and you're going to go 170 by 170. Now what I normally will do when I'm first doing this is I'm going to come in here and I'm going to select a circle. Okay, now move this little guy out of the way, pull the circle up here, drag the corners down. Now we've got ourselves a little circle, and we can possibly even make the circle like a darker color. Now let's just say, because we don't have a logo, obviously you would want to have your own logo. It's important that you have a logo made up, but let's just say we don't have a logo, so we'll just go with Super Power Wash. Right, and let's just say this is our logo. Again, this would not be a good logo, but you get the point. You would go ahead and download that. Okay. While that's downloading, the next thing you want to start getting set up is, we could just drag this on here right now, huh? Oh, now it's saying, okay, you know what? Tell you what we can do. Go ahead and resize it. We'll just go 200. 200. Copy that one. Alright. Let's go ahead and download that. download. All right, now like I said, while that's downloading, we're going to come back into Facebook, re-upload that one, and now there you go. See, we've got our logo updated. Now, of course, you could put a little border around it. There's a lot you can do with optimizing that if you add a logo. All right, and now when it comes to the cover photo, it's say 1640 by 856. So you're looking for 1640 by 856. Create a new design. We'll close out of that one. Now, normally what I would do is I would like to just get like, because we're going for Tampa, I like to pick an image, like a royalty-free image that when people see it, people from Tampa will recognize this, right? Some kind of landmark that people from that area would be familiar with, or they would recognize it. And then on top of that, I'll normally just pull out a shape here. And, we could make this, let's start with this color, and then you just kind of play around with it till you get kind of where you want it. And then normally, again, because we don't have a logo, we're just going to go ahead and put the business name. Again, this is not a real business name or logo. This is just an example. And maybe if you do have a slogan, then you could, do something like this, make the word smaller and then go. Right. This is just obviously a very generic slogan, but if you do have a slogan, then you could maybe add that, make the font, look a little bit more attention grabbing. And then sometimes you can put a little effect on here. All right. And then one other nice little thing I like to do with these headers is I'll put a little messenger, right? And you gotta kind of be careful with how you place this, because if you're not careful about your dimensions, it'll show on desktop, but it'll be off on mobile, and vice versa. So it's a pain in the butt. I wish Facebook would make that easier by message. You can say something like message us for a free quote. Right. Now, of course, you'd want to put kind of some effort into making this look nice. You can add other things in here, but you got to be careful, like I said, with the dimensions. But now that we have kind of a little generic starter image here, what you could do is download it. Okay, you're just going to wait for it to download. Once it downloads, we go back to Facebook, and this is where we're just going to go ahead and drag it in to our Facebook editor here. See, now you can see here it shows up pretty good on desktop, and we can still see it on mobile as well. So that is good. That's what we wanted. Perfect. Okay, now we got that, we can go ahead and click save. One other little bonus that I'm going to go ahead and show you. You can actually name the file of this image something that contains a keyword like pressure washing, and then you can put your city name, which would be very beneficial, for your local SEO. So that's just one thing to keep in mind when it comes to setting that up. Then of course you want to go ahead and set up your phone number. I don't use WhatsApp. I've never have used it, and I really have no interest in using WhatsApp personally. Now if you use it, then you could go ahead and set that up. Another thing you're going to want to do is create a username. Now again, always be thinking, how can you include your service area? How can you include keywords? So you can make this say power washing and then business or service area, right? So power washing in Memphis or wherever your city happens to be. Now once we've got to this point, you want to add button. I think it's always good to add a message button, because in the background it says message us. Now you could, in that background where we put messenger, you could also put call us with a little phone icon. And of course you could set up your questions here. And kind of optimize that for however you'd like to answer them. And then another thing that really helps is to go ahead and start creating some posts. So if you have any before and after images, go ahead and throw some pictures up. If you have any If you have, of course, your website, you want to go ahead and add your website in here. Establish your page's identity. Go ahead and follow through all of these. We've already done a lot of these. Add your website, add your location, which is very important, your business hours, your phone number. It's very important, and Facebook makes it so easy. You just go through step by step and set each and every one of these, um, pretty much just check off these check boxes, and you're good to go, right? So that's pretty much all there is to setting up your Facebook page. Now, like I said, if you want to integrate it, um, I'm going to share on this page somewhere. I will share a tool where you can actually go in and we can kind of set this up for you and optimize it for you. We'll give you the source code. It's a little bit of it can be a little bit of a pain to integrate your Facebook page into your website, because you do have to play with a little bit of code, but it's nothing, it's nothing crazy. It's just basically copying and pasting some code into the website.